Now to a developing story, what could be the beginning of the end to the now 41-day-long shutdown.
Republicans were joined by 8 Democrats to get the 60 votes needed to advance a short-term plan to keep the government funded through January. Bradley Blackburn has more.
The motion upon reconsideration is agreed to.
The Senate approved a first step to push through legislation that could end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history after a group of mostly moderate Democrats made a deal with Republicans. The Senate and House still need to approve the full measure.
All of us, Republicans and Democrats, who support this bill know that the time to act is now.
Democrats had demanded any funding package include expiring health care subsidies. The deal grants them a vote next month on extending the tax credits.
This was the only deal on the table. It was our best chance to reopen the government.
The agreement comes after the Supreme Court issued an emergency order late Friday, halting the payout of full SNAP benefits. 42 million Americans used the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program to buy food. There were long lines over the weekend in Southern California at a distribution site for the LA Regional Food Bank, and major concerns for those in need in the Boston area.
At the end of the day, they are people who are seniors and veterans and families with children and working families that really are just looking for some answers.
And until this deal was negotiated, Democrats had voted no 14 times to reopening the government, demanding those extensions to health care subsidies. If this plan is ultimately approved, it would also reverse the layoffs of government employees that happened during this shutdown. Chris, Mary?
Bradley Blackburn. Bradley, thank you. And this shutdown has had a major impact on U.S. air travel, causing delays, cancellations, and government-ordered flight. Elijah Westbrook covers transportation for us. He's live at Newark Airport with more on what an end to the shutdown could mean for air travelers. Elijah.
That's right, Mary, and as I mentioned before, I mean, it's almost like you can do a copy and paste in terms of what we're seeing here at the airport. It is very busy still here at Terminal C. You're getting a live look right now at some of the action that has been happening, and you can also feel a sense of anxiety among some of the travelers as some of those delays and cancellations are rising. The last check, 53 delays, 82 cancellations. Now, airlines say they're doing what they can, but until the shutdown formally ends, these shortages will likely continue to ripple across the country. If this funding measure gains more traction today, we could see signs of relief, but for now, travelers are being told to prepare for more delays. Last week, the FAA ordered airlines to cut flights at 40 of the nation's busiest airports by as much as 10%. And we know that those airports include Newark, LaGuardia, JFK, and Teterboro. On Sunday, more than 2,000 flights were canceled across the U.S., and Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warned with the staffing shortage, it could get worse. Certainly not good news for travelers we spoke to this morning dealing with issues now.
I come in yesterday around 6 in the evening, 6 p.m.
So you've been here since 6 o'clock yesterday evening?
Almost 12 hours.
12 hours, my goodness. And you're now in the process of renting a car to drive down to Washington, D.C. How are you feeling right now?
Tired. Very tired, yes.
It was a bit apprehensive if the flight would actually go or not, and it also was a business trip as well. So there's just that doubt we're coming back in again and missing a connecting flight home. So there is that worry, yeah, for sure.
You really feel for people like that. Now, airlines are urging travelers to keep checking their flight status while ongoing schedule adjustments are made. Travelers are also eligible for a full refund through certain airlines if they opt into not flying during this time. But back out here live inside Terminal C, it is certainly bustling in here. It's almost like a mini city in terms of how many people are here checking in, and it's just not looking good in terms of the delays and cancellations. Nearly 90 cancellations at this airport during this time. Live inside Terminal C at Newark Airport, Elijah Westbrook, Chris and Mary, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Elijah, thanks. Well, later this morning, Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont will be joined by top state Democratic and Republican lawmakers to announce the creation of a new state response fund. They said the new fund will help make up for millions of dollars in cuts by the Trump administration in funding for health and human services. The governor's office says the Connecticut General Assembly will vote to approve the creation of the fund during a special session to be held this week. Ned Lamont also currently seeking re-election for a third term as Connecticut governor in 2026.
And we will have continuing coverage on the fallout from the government shutdown. Stay with us for the very latest updates on air and streaming on CBS News New York.